Why is the panda our national treasure? It can climb trees and enter the water at a speed of more than 40 kilometers per hour, palm force and bite force. It can fight tigers and leopards to destroy jackals. Such terrifying combat effectiveness, but with a naive and terrifying appearance. He can obviously be a top martyr, but he chooses to sell bamboo in the Buddhist system. The detailed words of the I Ching are explained, and the gentleman hides his breath in his body. To be moved, it means that a gentleman has excellence. Talent is not shown anywhere, but can be shown when necessary. So compared to those rarer and more meaningful species, the panda can better reflect the golden mean of our Confucianism. The two works recommended in this issue are clearly arranged with paragraphs. One is a silky spinning top. They don't have an aggressive appearance, but they are all inlaid with a very high dilution of India. Turtle beads can easily handle the scene of breaking windows to escape an emergency defense. Amo looks a lot like Popeye with tattoos on his arms. Perhaps the name Sailor is also derived from this. Some netizens also said that it was like kicking into a screwdriver. Brother Beast believes that this just shows that it is very ergonomic. Whether it's a full curve transition from the bottom to the top or a multi-layer, multi-angle chamfering, all make it very comfortable to hold. Unscrew the set screws on both sides. Can be seen that it has three main body axial sections. There are no traditional side push bearings. Make the fibers smooth. Instead, it has a smaller coefficient of friction. And there is a certain hardness of copper gasket. The height of the line position can be adjusted by increasing or decreasing the number of plates. Then fine-tune the feel of the play at the bottom. In addition to 5 paragraphs and magnets, a magnet was also added on top. When it wants to fluctuate on one side, the number of magnets adsorbed is 54. 3. When the other side is fluctuating, the number of magnets adsorbed is 553. In this way, when the outer body fluctuates to both sides, the adsorption force of the magnet is different, thus achieving the purpose of reducing the number of skipping sections. In order to match the weight of different materials, stainless steel and bi-alloy, the scheme of outer layer N52 and middle layer N35 is adopted. Titanium alloy is the solution of N35 on the outer layer and N52 on the middle layer, and PEI is the lightest material. So all N35 magnets on the inner and outer layers are enough. This ensures different materials. There is a clear sense of paragraphs. It also ensures that it will not be too laborious when pushing open. It can be seen that the Ahmad Juli people are attentive to the training of the hand. The grooves and beads at the bottom end play a crucial role. On the one hand, reduced when the isolated subject plays with it. Surface wear adds a bit of elastic feel. On the other hand, the sound of the line pushing to the end. It is from the collision of the edge of the groove with the bead. Because of its structure and volume, this scheme is more simplified than the line installation of poker fans pushing the row. But the Q bullet feels better than Yen Huang, and it takes a little more to push the card. Therefore, the factors of weight, material, durability, and feel are combined. The most recommended is titanium alloy, which has anti-slip patterns on both sides. Welder-friendly. Titanium alloy is the most moist to the touch. Titanium horse patches improve appearance and force. Of course, the price is also the most expensive. Bone rust steel is the heaviest and relatively more elastic, but it's easier to skip sections. The pie material is crystal clear. The lightest weight, it goes well with Phineas horseshoe buckle necklace. Of course, I added a quick pull sleeve with a backpack or the belt simulation system is also a good choice. It should be reminded that the sailor's unboxing formed a long security guard. Don't push it like you push poker or a fan. This technique is not smooth. Treating it as a straight push vertical opening and closing is the correct way to play. Next, let's talk about the field of matrices. The second family knows that the straight tiger is actually Lao Gua's housekeeping product, so you don't have to worry about the professionalism of the design at all. And the packaging is equipped with a nylon palm rest as standard. But I don't think it's installed. It's comfortable to hold directly. It will not affect the shape of the force field, just like its material. The horizontal lines on the side of the tough blades can improve the friction when holding. The surface adopts a very vicissitudes of internship treatment. Here is the focus on the thin brother. I really like the TC21's titanium alloy. It is stiffer and more resistant to falls than TC4. It is more dry, and it will not become sticky and colored after oxidation like TC4. Therefore, CNC machining is also more useless, although the price of raw materials for TC2 has been rising. But the old man insists on using this material to draw away in many works. The lock is still a very favorite one-piece type of the beast's forehead. The column did not reduce the slightest workload. Even the bearing pressure ring is made of TC21 titanium alloy. These details are recognized by the industry as a conscientious assistant. It's all basic operations. It rotates smoothly as a whole. The blades are all hollowed out, gently tapped. It also produces crisp overtones. For my little hands, it has a slightly larger radius of rotation. When the force fluctuates, occasionally it will hit the tiger's mouth, affecting the rotational speed. But after all, it is a toothed tiger top if the radius is too short. When the rear window is not effectively protected, the middle finger is not effectively protected. The overall lying vision will also be compromised. Let's not ask for it by the standards of a pure feel top. After all, in the entire EDC toy circle, this is the only tiger topping with broken window beads that Brother Beast can find. In short, Sailor and Field are two very representative works in the Yoo-hoo category. It is both fun to play and has practical functions. If you are also looking for a fun window escape tool, then you must not miss these two works. Tips: playing with such toys must comply with the laws and regulations of the country. It can only be used for emergency escape and self-defense. Do not actively attack people or small animals.